Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. So today I thought I would do the plan with me that you guys asked for over on my Instagram. So I do have to admit this is like totally kind of on a whim. So you guys are gonna see like the raw process of what I do really on Sunday nights to do my planning for the week. Yeah, so it's just me and my natural habitat. I thought it might be fun to like kind of answer a couple questions I asked over on my Instagram, some questions that you guys might want to know about me or about anything really. So I thought maybe I could go through a couple of those and I'll just start planning. So I probably won't explain as much about like my actual system. If you guys want to see that, I'll link the video up here. I've done a few videos in the past about it. This one I'm going to do like a true plan with me. Yeah, so grab your planner or coffee or whatever. This is probably more like a listening video than a watching video, but I'll do my best to talk and write at the same time because that is literally like a skill that has to be learned, I think. Okay, so I'm just going to pull out the weeklies that I'm going to use this week. You guys might know that I have a planner Etsy shop, so I do try things week to week, but my system stays the same. And I have been working on kind of what I call like a, what's it called, like a balance bundle, I guess, because I am back at work now. I was on mat leave for a little while with my second baby girl, and I am back at work now, and I'm having a tough time, to be honest, balancing everything. Just between work and home and like working from home sometimes I think makes it even a bit harder because like now you can do other things at the same time that you're working. Like you can go do laundry, you could go put on dinner, and it's like I'm trying to shift between gears and like that almost makes it harder. I can't remember what podcast or whatever I heard it from that is actually more tiring for you because like you're not in the environment that you normally are for that delegated task or that specific task. I don't know if it's true, but like I kind of feel it. And so all that rambling to say, this week I am going to use this weekly. I don't know if it'll be up in the shop yet by the time that I load this video. If it is, just everything will be down below if you're interested in it. But anyway, so what I do is I'm just going to pull it out, and over here, I just moved it off to the side, but I have my pre-plan in here. So I just use the original like Filofax inserts, the dated ones that it came with. I'm just going to move this over to the side. Oh my gosh, you guys like need to see my filming room. I'm going to like do a video of it at some point, but it's like so small. It's so tight. Okay. Anyways, here we go. All right. So, hopefully you guys can see this, but anyways, I just put in the date up here. So we're coming on January 17th to the 23rd. Hopefully you guys can see. 17th to the 23rd. And I really just go through and I just add everything from my pre-plans. Okay, so I in this have like the 3 columns. I have work, home, and then like events, appointments, and errands, kind of stuff that's like what I would say like outside the house. And so I have it here, and then home and work is divided. I'm going to try this just to see if it helps me separate my brain a little bit and keeps me a bit more organized. But work, I put like both my corporate job as well as like my MomYePlans stuff. But yeah, so I guess I'll just like get into some of the questions. Maybe the first one I'll just talk about like a bit more of like background because I don't think I've ever talked about this before. So there were some questions about like where I was born, what's my background, what's my husband's background, etc. Yeah, so I was born in China, in Beijing, and I came here when I was 4.5, almost 5, I guess. And yeah, so I don't really remember a lot of it, to be honest. I've gone back, obviously, since I came here, but I definitely feel more integrated into, I guess, the Canadian society and culture and everything. When we moved here, we moved into a smaller town, which was like, we're definitely a minority, whereas now I live in Toronto, and, you know, it's very multicultural, and yeah, so, I guess that's like good and bad in that, you know, it would have been nice to like, just, you know, I still speak a little bit of Mandarin, but definitely like very basic, I would say like 4-year-old levels. Whereas maybe if I had moved somewhere where there was more Asians or whatever, then I could have retained more and spoken it to more. I mean, I do with my parents at home, but it's just like completely not the same. Yeah, and then my hubby, he is like Canadian. He's, I guess his background, he's half Irish, half Dutch, but, like he's like 2nd or 3rd generation Canadian, so really he's just Canadian. Yeah, so that's the background. Oh my gosh, it is so hard to write and talk at the same time. Like I literally wrote 2 sentences as I'm doing this. Like I can't think and write. Like how do people do this? I guess that's why people do voiceovers, huh? Okay. What else? Oh, how old am I? I am 33. Oh my gosh. Like, does anybody else feel like, I don't know, like with COVID, I just feel like I wasted my last 2 years. I swear I was like 30 and now I'm like 33. Like, what the heck happened? And it like sucks. Somebody talked about, like, asked about, you know, just how I'm dealing with COVID and having a young family and everything. And, you know, I think that's like one of the hardest parts about COVID is just like, hopefully this doesn't like come across the wrong way, but you know, I had my daughter in like my second in like in a full COVID environment. Like I had to wear a mask for my checkups. When I was at the hospital, you were only allowed one person. Like I had to wear my mask while I was in, you know, labor. Like it was like full out COVID. And part of it was like, you know, good because like when your kids are small, you can't really do much anyways. So in that sense, like, I guess it was good because like, you know, when your kids are that small, when they're newborn, you're not really traveling and doing stuff anyways. So in that sense, it worked out, but at the same time, like it was so hard because I decided to keep my older at home, because we had our newborn and like, you know, I was worried about her bringing something home from daycare. And let me freaking tell you, having a 2-year-old and a newborn is literally the worst thing ever. Like, I do not know how people do it. Like, bow down to anyone who makes that work and can do it successfully. Like, oh my gosh, yeah, I just found it so hard. So yeah, that sucked. It was nice to like have that time, and I like, you know, to be honest, like journaling and everything really helped me through it. Just, you know, remembering that this is such a unique time that, you know, I would never otherwise get that much time with my kids at home. So after the first couple of months, it was easier. Like, I guess after the first 3 months. But yeah, those first 3 months were really hard. So I guess that's like the kids aspect of how COVID impacted. The other thing I would say that was really tough for me, I mean, it goes along with like the kids thing, is also like before when we would go into work every day, like you're kind of forced. I mean, I guess you're not forced, but like you know, most people do get ready to go into work, right? And then when you're at home, especially on mat leave, like I never got ready. And I just rolled out of bed for most days, like especially when I had like a newborn and whatever. I just rolled out of bed, didn't do my hair, didn't do anything, like wore my PJs and called it a day, like just trying to survive day to day. And then even afterwards, like you're still not really getting ready, right? And I feel like that like takes a hit on your self-esteem and everything. I know you guys like probably don't even believe this or can't tell, but like my nails aren't done, and like, you know, I used to always have my nails done, like all the time. This is, I guess, before kids, but like even when I had my first, before my second, I would always have my nails done. Like that was not like a priority, but like I would always have it done, right? And I would always do my hair. Like beauty and fashion and hair and everything is actually one of my first loves, I guess you can say. I actually had like an Instagram account called Yee's Avenue. It's still up. Like I never post to it, but it was like about skincare and beauty and stuff. If you guys want to check it out, you can, but like I was really into that, and then COVID hit and I just haven't been able to. And then with like 2 years going by, you're getting older, and then I don't know if any other moms or just females in general feel that way, but yeah. And just like, oh my gosh, like now I just look like a slob. And like you guys probably think I'm a complete slob because my nails always look like this, and like my writing looks disgusting. But anyways, yeah, so that's been the other part, I guess, about COVID. And now that the girls are a little bit older and we're sort of not really seeing the light of day, hopefully Omicron is over soon, and or everybody just gets COVID and it's over. Whatever it is, I have been trying to get ready. Yeah, just to kind of make myself feel better and stuff. Yeah, so I guess that's that about COVID. After I'm done writing this, I'll kind of explain quickly about this and what I'm doing here. So just bear with me. Yeah, what about you guys? Like, do you guys feel that at all? Like, the other thing is like friends. Like, you know when you have these friends that you don't see a lot, and then every year we'd have kind of like a bigger party at our house or a couple bigger parties, and you just invite everyone, and it's just like an amazing time to like catch up. And it's like not weird even though you haven't seen them, or they're like, you're more like, you know, acquaintancey type friends because it's like in a big group, and like somebody knows somebody, so there's always people to talk to. Like now it's been like 2 going on 3 years where you don't have those kinds of parties. And then it's like, oh my gosh, like, can I even invite them to something afterwards? Like, it'll be so weird. It'll be like 3 years since I talked to them. And anyways, I don't know. Do you guys feel that? Maybe it's just me. Okay, so what I did is, I basically put things into my my weekly, dated weeklies from Filofax. So how I pre-plan is basically once I'm in the month. So when I'm in January, if I have something come up in January, I don't put it in like a monthly or a future log or whatever. I just put in the dated weeklies, because once you get into the month, and I've explained this before in other videos, once you get into that month, the tasks and stuff become more detailed. You need more room. So that's why I put it in here. Yeah, so those are just things I've thought about, like, I don't know, this past couple of weeks since the beginning of January. It could even be when I think of something that pertains to that week, I just write it down in there, and then on the week that it is, I copy it over. And then the next thing that I do after I've done that is I just go back, because typically I've written everything in here already, but I do go to my future log and just double check if there was anything that might be for this week that I would have missed. Oh, so there is something I have to message. My older one is going to junior kindergarten this year. It's crazy. And I just have to confirm with them the after school care, which I don't think they're going to get back to me on yet, but it's never bad to continuously ask, right? Okay, so that's the one thing I missed. And then I'll go back, I'll just double check my routines. This is like a routine that Routines Post-it. And I have both the cards and the Post-its that I just made. And I wanted to make these fillable for you guys before I post it in my shop. I just haven't gotten around to doing it. But if you guys are interested, just let me know. So what else do I need to do for the week? So meals, I'll do that with you guys. The weekly plan, blah, 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 blah. Oh, plants. I need to check my plants tomorrow. And then at the end of the week, I should do my retainer. My dentist told me that like I have like a night retainer / night guard Invisalign type retainer thing. And they said you could just use the denture cleaner things to clean it. So I bought a bunch of, like a box of like denture cleaner fluid thing. Yeah, so kind of funny. So if you guys have retainers and need to clean your teeth, I can link down below the cleaner that I got. It actually like works pretty well. I think I tried it once so far. Okay, so I've been like saying that I should do my nails, and then I don't do it, but maybe I'll like just schedule it just to see if I'll do it. And if you guys see my video in the next couple weeks and I've done my nails, then you know that I did it. Oh, I need to schedule, shoot. I missed doing groceries. I should have done groceries earlier. So that's that, and then I'll take you to doing my groceries. So I decided, so this is just, oh, that's just the dailies, starting the dailies. But anyway, so on the weeklies, I've left a space for my meal plan, and I've just left it open without the title, just in case some people don't want to do a meal plan like this. I want to use this grid for something else. Then that works like that. And then on this side, I just then do my groceries. If I could spell groceries, that would be excellent. And then how I do my groceries actually is I take a quick look at this menu, which is from my daughter's daycare. And I just do a quick check to make sure that I don't feed the exact same thing for dinner. That they're having for lunch. So for example, like if they're having like Mexican beef burrito is what they're having on Monday, like I wouldn't want to do like tacos at night, right? If they're having like, I don't know, like a beef burger, I wouldn't want to do burgers again at night. You know what I mean? Just to double check that my meals are at least a little bit different from what they're doing. So on Monday, I will do chicken thighs. Okay, so next question. So there's actually, somebody wondered if I actually like was even married and stuff, because like I never wear a ring. So I wore the ring for you guys. I never wear it because of COVID, or like when I get home, I just take it off, and I don't like to wear it. Because I'm washing dishes or whatever, and it just gets in the way, and like, I don't know, I don't like to wear it. I just look like a bum at home, and anyways. Yes, so I am married. We've been married for, oh my gosh, what is it? Year 6. This is going on year 6. We just celebrated 5 last year. It's actually kind of funny because like we do a lot of like 5 intervals. And what I mean by that is like I first met my now husband when we were 18, when my best friend went to university. I went to visit her. He lived in the same res, and they became friends. And then yeah, then 5 years, and when I first met him, I was like, oh, he's cute. You should totally date him, like, to my friend, because I was, you know, in a relationship then. He was actually in a relationship too, but I was just like to my friend, oh my gosh, you should date him. Not telling him to, like, homewreck or anything, but, like, yeah, like, him and that girlfriend, like, broke up a year later or whatever, but, you know, throughout the years, I would be like, oh, you should date him. And thankfully she didn't, or else that would be awkward. Yeah, and then, so then 5 years after that, and I had seen him, like, throughout the 5 years, obviously, in university, when I would, like, go party at my, you know, friends'. So she actually went to university in Toronto, and, you know, that's where I would come party and stuff. And I would always tell her that. And then 5 years later, so I was, like, with my then boyfriend for a long time. And then, when we graduated university, I was doing my master's, he was working, and, I was then single at that time, and that's when we started dating. And then 5 years after that is when we got married, and then now it's been another 5 years. Is that crazy? Time just, like, flies. Okay, I'm really having, like, trouble with what I want to make for food. So what I do now is I just go into my Big Oven app, and this is where I have all the recipes that I've entered. It's called Big Oven. And why I like it is, yeah, you can, like, enter all your recipes. There are recipes on here. It integrates with, like, allrecipes.com, which is, like, a really popular one. Oh, go figure. Like, the one day I'm trying to show you guys, it's, like, not loading. Usually it's a lot faster than that. And then I just save my favorites, or the ones that I've added. And then I go through and I just kind of check, like, what I haven't made for a while, and then I make that. So I'm just trying to, like, search and see. Oh my gosh, this video is gonna, like, take forever. It's gonna be forever. Okay, I literally, like, don't know what to make. I feel like I've made everything on here so recently. I need to, like, find more recipes. I'm, like, doing a lot of drumstick or chicken this week. I don't know. Maybe jambalaya. Let's do salmon. We usually order twice over the weekend. Lunches, I kind of just do whatever, so I think that's pretty good. Like, I usually don't plan the breakfast and lunches until, like, the day of, so I don't mind leaving it like that. And then I'll just go in and add the groceries. Okay, and then the next thing I'll add is just some tracker stuff. So I've been wanting to track, okay, so workout, I usually track. My retin-A, which is from my skincare, I like to track. That's pretty much it. I sometimes just put water. Like, it's like, can't really track water, but, like, just having it there kind of helps remind me that I should be drinking a lot of water. And that's pretty much it. Yeah, so I, like, don't really have too much for the end of the week, to be honest. I'll just see if there's anything else I can answer for ya as I'm looking through this. The other one somebody asked me is about, I kind of mentioned a couple times that my background is accounting, and just in general, like, asking about, you know, accounting career and how that is and whatnot. So my background is in accounting. I have a CPA, and actually I'm also a chartered business evaluator, so a lot of number stuff. And I started pretty traditionally. I worked at PricewaterhouseCoopers throughout university doing my co-ops there. And then I got my designation, both designations while I was there. And I did audit first. And you know what? I think it's an amazing career, even if it's not something you'll do forever. And I don't think I'm going to be, like, I'm not in audit now. I'm not in a traditional tax role or, like, a traditional accounting role. And I never thought I would be forever. But I think what was great about it is like people think about accountants as, you know, really quiet or like, I mean, not, but like not everyone thinks that, but you know, just in general, I think you get a perception of what an accountant is like. And that really wasn't my, you know, interactions with the people that I met when I was in audit. Like, because you're dealing with so many clients and different clients, like you have to learn to deal with people and be able to interact with people and make small talk and whatever. And yeah, so everyone was quite outgoing, and of course it like varies, but even if you're not, it's a great way to, you know, a great path to like kind of teach you those necessary skills. So yeah, and I think it gives you a really good foundation. Like, numbers are a part of all of life, and just because I'm an accountant doesn't mean like, you know, I'm amazing at, you know, tax. My husband's actually in corporate tax, funny enough. But it doesn't mean like, you know, it's all about just numbers or like detailed numbers and being really quiet and crunching out dollars and counting beans and whatever. Yeah, so I think it gives you a good foundation about a lot of things, not just numbers, but like the skills to deal with people. And it's always a great stepping stone into business, because everything at the end of the day, I can't talk. At the end of the day, like, resides on numbers, right? So it's always good to have that as a background. So I really loved it, and I'm really happy that I went into accounting. Just trying to think what else I can add here, or what else I might be missing. So what I do on the night before is I just like go in and do my daily planning, and I'll like add more things to the day, and sometimes like think of other things. Because right now this doesn't look like too much. Oh, you know what I need? We need like a new freaking, we need a dryer. Our dryer just broke. That's a big one. Yeah. Oh, the other thing I totally forgot is on my phone is my inbox of a bunch of things that I just tell myself to do throughout the week, or the day, sorry, that I forget about. And so I'll go in here and I'll just double check those items to add. And I tend to like try to put all my stuff that I should do in the beginning of the week. See how like I lumped everything up here, and then like each day if I don't do them, I like copy it further down. But yeah. Oh, tomorrow I should go to IKEA. Yeah, I guess that's pretty much it, I think. Yeah, so I'm not very good at these plan with me's, as you can tell, because I cannot write and talk at the same time, and I clearly have not gotten any better since the last time I tried to do this a while ago. And I think that's pretty much it. So as you see, like, I really like don't do anything fancy. I don't do a lot of stickers or anything like that. I will highlight this, pretty much call it a day. Sometimes I do the side too. And then I call it a day. I heard a little bit of my background this time, getting to know you guys a little bit. Tell me about yourselves down below. I would love to know. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you guys next time.